Hi. Don't you hate it when you get somewhere where you don't have good cell phone signal and your battery just starts to drain because it is trying so hard to connect to a tower? My old cell phone used to say right on it, searching for service. And whenever I saw that, oh my word, my battery life would just be nothing. You could almost see the percentage going down because it was trying to find a connection. That's how a lot of us feel right now. That's how I feel right now. We are not connected. We're struggling because of the quarantine, because of social distancing, because we're not having church the way we're used to having church. And we're feeling disconnected, and it's messing with our heads. It's messing with our hearts. It's making us feel confused, tired. At least that's how I feel. And I think many of you feel the same way. We miss it. Oh, we miss it. What does it mean to be the church? Too often we've defined church in terms of Sunday morning sitting in rows, staring at the front, singing along some, but listening mostly. Being taught the Word of God is a crucial part of our relationship with God. Singing praises and worshiping in music is a crucial part of our relationship with God and being the church. Both of those I can do over video. Maybe not as enjoyably, but I can do them. I can teach you on a video as effectively as in person, whether you might enjoy the in person more, I do, but I can convey the information and the teaching the same way. I can sing out here in my backyard. I can worship through music and lift my voice in song. I can sing along with the video and sing along with other people on a recording. The one thing I can't do is gather. And gathering is a crucial part of being the church. The Bible is full of the command to love one another, to encourage one another, to support one another, to bear one another's burdens. These are all words that have to do with gathering. Now, when we define what it means to gather, that's where we can trip ourselves up. Because oftentimes we've just defined gathering as in the building, in the room, at the same time. And yet right now that is not a prudent choice. It is not wise, because we'd share far more than fellowship. We could end up spreading the virus and hurting each other and our community. That does not excuse us from the command and the need to gather. It just means that we have to be a little more creative and a little more flexible with making sure that we do what we need to do to maintain connection. Over the next few weeks, we are going to be presenting more and more information to help us as a church do more gathering. Includes the ability to gather at the building and gather in groups. We need to be able to get together. We need to be in each other's lives. You need that and I need that. As your pastor, I want to be able to see as many of you as possible, even if I can't see you all at once. You know, even when we could all be in the building on Sunday morning, I couldn't talk to everyone. There's too many of us. But I want to be able to see more of you and have you be able to relate to me other than through a screen. And more importantly than you just relating to me or the other leaders, you need to relate to one another. And so we are going to be creative. We are going to be flexible. We are going to think outside the box and outside our comfort zones. But we must gather. And some of you need to reconnect, just like I do. We need to be in greater connection so that our batteries don't run down so fast, so that we are energized, so that we are equipped to do the work that God has called us to do as His people, as His church. I'm counting on you to help. I need your help. I can't do this alone, and even all of us on leadership can't do this alone. We need each other. We need the connection. We need to work together, and that's what the Bible tells us is the church. It says the church is built up and does its work by what every part does. The function of each individual member makes the whole body work. So I need you. I need you to help me Help me communicate to you by making sure that you are seeking out the information that we will be releasing through video, Facebook, YouTube, email, and in person. Being willing to be flexible as how we do things has had to change and may have to continue to change for a while. You say, I don't like it. Me neither. I hate it. But God didn't say that I was only going to serve Him in the ways that made me comfortable or that I liked. In fact, serving the Lord has oftentimes meant being outside of my comfort zone. It was true for Jesus. Jesus didn't even want to go to the cross, and He stayed up all night asking God to do something different, but that was not God's plan. And Jesus gave us our theme song, "Not my will, but yours be done." I hope that you'll work with me. I hope that we can gather together, even if it's not all in the same place at the same time, and that we will unite together as a church, being in one another's lives and reaching our community. You know, we have people who are coming towards Jesus right now. We've been making connections. God is calling people to Himself, and He wants to add them to the church. That probably won't happen unless they can gather with some of us. And so we need to figure out how to do that if we can't do it all in the building on Sunday morning. So, work with me. Let's be creative. Let's be united. Let's be excited about the fact that we know God is going to do great things. That God is not thrown off by this moment, because God has led us to this moment because He has purposes and plans. And we're going to follow Him. And we're going to see God do amazing things. I'm excited. Am I tired? Has my battery been getting low? Yep. But we're going to gather in different ways and at different times, but we're going to gather, and we're going to be the church, and we're going to be the church at Beans Corner. I can't wait to see what God is going to do, and I can't wait to connect with more of you and to know that you're connecting with one another. You know, when the Apostle Paul had planted all these churches, he wanted to go back and see them, and sometimes he couldn't. And so he wrote them letters. Letters weren't as good as being in person, but at least he could communicate with them and tell them how much he loved them. And he told them, how I long to be with you. But either way, they heard from him. Now we are going to hear from each other. We are going to connect to each other, and we are going to gather. I look forward to you working with me. I look forward to what God is going to do this year, even when it's not what I want. Thank you for bearing with us, working with us, praying with us, and being the church with us. Let's talk again soon. I love you. Bye-bye.